Well, traditional design style. Is it hot? Is it not? There are a few thoughts about traditional design style. Some people think it's very elegant, it's classic, it's understated, while others think that it's boring, old-fashioned, outdated, and uninspiring. I'm the Southern Girl Shantae Lovette. If you are new to my channel, I just want to say welcome. I want to thank my family for returning for another video. If you are already subscribed to my channel, then honey, you are part of my family. And if you want to become part of my family, all you have to do is subscribe today. But before you cast your vote about traditional design, let's take a walk down memory lane. I would say a good starting point would be the Renaissance, meaning rebirth. It was an interest in home interiors. And that happened between the 14 to the 1600s. That's right after the Dark Ages. And honey, they called it the Dark Ages for a reason. During the Renaissance, the beauty of interior design was a major factor that featured grand furnishings, vivid artwork, luxurious textiles like silks and velvets, and marble surfaces. Today was going all in, and those are items that we still love today. Let's jump ahead to the 1700s to the Americas. Of course, we know that everything was still taking shape in the 1700s, but it still had a very heavy influence from its European counterparts, especially Great Britain. 1750 to 1780, still longing for those design elements from across the sea, they started making furniture productions over in the Americas. And it was becoming easier to get those items locally sourced. You might have heard of the Queen Anne style, the Chippendale style. Those became widely popular and was really dominant because one driving force, Thomas Chippendale, he was a British cabinet maker. He was mixing popular styles like Georgian, English, Rococo, and even some Chinese motifs. So all of that came together to create these styles that we know today. So with a mashup like that, traditional design really is a broad term that highlights various European design styles from the 18th and the 19th century. In a traditional space, it really refers and references history and the familiar and symmetry. And I want y'all to remember that word, symmetry. It's not trend setting. It's not. The thing about traditional design is that you can take a room from any point in time and pretty much put it on a timeline, and it's really hard to say when this room was created. Y'all, and I have several architectural digests from 1968 and 1969, but just take a look at some of these rooms. These are very classic design, traditional spaces that still really can hold their own today. Take a look at this room from 1976. Look at this room from 2003, and take a look at this one from 2010. Just because a room is rooted in traditional design does not mean that it has not gone through revivals over the years. Because honey, those grand millennials coined the phrase granny chic. And many homes today incorporate a lot of modern pieces, more contemporary styles, or bolder colors, but still mixing in antiques and vintage pieces, creating spin-offs like the new traditional and transitional spaces. All are hybrids of true traditional design. So when it comes to traditional design, it is not a trend. You might be saying, well, Southern Girl, we all know that it's not a trend because my great-grandmama had it. But how do I take this design style and make it my own, make it fresh and new and not so grandma groovy? I am a traditionalist at heart. That is our vibe. Andreko and I both love traditional design, but I do like to mix it up. And discovering your style is about finding out what you love and what you want to do in your house, and not doing something because people say this style is popular. If this is the style that you love, give it enough time, it will have its day back in the limelight, like they all do. I will always say this: design and feelings go hand in hand. Ask yourself, why do you feel an emotional connection to this space versus this space? Words that will connect you to traditional design are medium to dark tone woods in furnishings and in flooring. Symmetry. Lots of architectural details like crown molding, wainscoting, and built-in bookcases. Classic but subdued earth tone colors. The use of drapes, fabrics, plaids, stripes, florals, and the chinoiserie motifs. And if these things don't appeal to you, then traditional design might not be your style. You may say, I like some things about traditional design, but I like some things about some other designs too. It's okay. Most people are hybrids of design style. Because hybrid design styles exist, that's the way you inject your personality. So let's go over some of the elements of traditional design, because again, design connects on an emotional level. Furniture and decor is actually rooted in European design. A focus on symmetry. Now, in the past, I have said something about all them tools. If you got north of 8 pairs of tools, whew, slow your roll down. But again, it's your house. You can do whatever you want to. It could be twins all the way through it if you want it. Symmetry is one of the keys with traditional design. Rooms that have a lot of architectural features. I already said the crown molding, the wainscoting, built-in bookcases, tall baseboards. Those are things that really encompass traditional design. Color palettes can be neutral, or they can be those subdued earth tone colors, wood finishes, and medium to dark tones. And I know right now the light woods are trending, and you are true to the game. I'm true to the game. I don't care that light woods are trending, because everything has its day in the sun. Wallpapers. You could have some fun with some wallpapers, because in traditional design, you will see wallpapers being used. And it's a lot of good peel and stick versions out now, so no excuses. The use of fabrics and plaids, stripes, florals, and the chinoiserie motifs are all very popular with traditional design. Classic light fixtures like the lantern pendants in antique brass or polished chrome. Those are very popular. Oriental rugs with color. This is a way that you can definitely inject personality. I always say rugs are art for the floors. Is one of the things that you will always see with a good traditional design room. Ooh, honey, we get to use some accessories. Yes, we get to use all this stuff right here. Traditional design, I get to decorate with napkins, napkin rings, china, you name it, lamps, pillows with tassels. Open season on the accessories with traditional design. Drapes. You gotta have some drapes. I love drapes. I think they complete a room. I think they are the finishing touch, and sometimes it is all about those details. I do have some windows that are naked, but I do like to see my windows dressed. Some notable things or notable pieces that you can have to really hone in on this design is a Chesterfield sofa. It is a very iconic traditional design piece. Oil paintings and large mirrors also fall into the category of very iconic pieces that you'll see with traditional design. Last but not least, the palm plant was a very highly coveted item, and it was really for wealthiest of individuals. So adding a palm plant all works within this design style. Now, if you don't have a green thumb, you may want to get you a faux plant. I got a good one. I'll leave it in the description box. But a palm tree was the thing in the day. I'm getting ready to give you step by step on how you achieve this look in your home. I'm going to first recommend that you get some books. I said it, read. I'm going to recommend some books that really talk about the traditional design style. Reading helps to reinforce, and you get a twofer. If you buy the hard copy, it becomes decor as well. So get some books. The next thing that you want to do is to make you a Pinterest board, and that is free. I only want you to put the pictures on your board that makes you stop in mid-scroll. If that picture makes you stop, that's the one that goes on your board. You're going to go and refine your boards. I need you to break them into categories. You could do that on the front end. I need you to do kitchen, living room, bedroom. Just break them into categories, so as you're saving pictures, you go save in the right spot. It's going to be time for you to pick the space that you want to start in. Now, I've said this in a few other videos. I did a poll. Where should you start decorating first? Came in with a lot of different answers. The most popular one was whatever inspires me first. I like to start in the foyer or the bedroom. I do the foyer because it is a small space. You probably won't have to spend a lot of of money, and it is the one room. It's a place that your guests will see first, and it sets the tone for the rest of your house. My next choice is the bedroom. I like doing the bedroom because most people don't ever get to their bedroom. And your bedroom is where you go to have rest and rejuvenate yourself. If your bedroom is always tore up, if it's always on destroyed, then how are you ever really getting some rest in that bedroom? Honey, it ain't no magic happening. When you're rejuvenated, that's magic and all the other stuff that go along with it. Once you pick your space, you're going to make a list of what you need. In my foyer, I have absolutely nothing. I want a console table. I want a piece of art or a mirror. I want a couple of lamps. I want some greenery. I already got some coffee table books because I ordered the books. You make your list. I want you to take it back over to your boards, and I want you to look at your pictures. And you might say, well, I thought I wanted a piece of artwork, but now I think I want a mirror. And I don't want a square mirror. I want a round mirror. I'm going to tailor make that list so that when you go out to spend those dollars that you got in your hand that you so ready to spend, you will hone in on exactly what you want to get, and you won't have errors. When I do a job for a client, I don't get money in my hand and go up and buy up the town. I make a list. I measure. Oh, I didn't even mention that one. Measure your space. Get you a tape measure. You go out, you are absolutely ready. This is always conducive to your time frame and your budget. Recap. Symmetry. You got to have some symmetry in your space. Meaning 2 nightstands, 2 matching lamps, 2 end tables, those matching pillows. I got a lot of symmetry in my house. 2. There go another 2. There, another 2. I'm getting in trouble. Here go another one. For traditional design, symmetry is over. Architectural details. You have a fireplace and you don't have bookcases on the side. Maybe getting some built-ins done. Adding some crown molding. We recently added some crown molding to our space. You would think this house would have already had it, but it didn't. The wainscoting is another way to reinforce this design style. Having medium to dark tone woods in furniture pieces and in floors are okay. It's okay if you don't have the light wood. You're not going to perish because we don't have light woods. A classic color palette, either using neutrals or those subdued earth tones. You want to add some drapes to your space, and the bigger the better. You want to go up and out. Don't hang them right at the top of the windowsill. You can use these fabrics that are in stripes, florals, plaids, and the chinoiserie motif. Mix in some elements like painting and rattan. All of those work very well in a traditional space. Classic style lighting fixtures that look like lanterns. Of course, you're injecting your own personality, but the finishes are typically those antique brass or polished chrome or polished nickel. But you can do black too. I can't say enough about art for the floor. Oriental rugs. You want to have those, and the bigger that you can do one, the better. You can't be doing these little bitty baby rugs. Now you get to use all them accessories. They are all welcomed. Just like all those pillows with tassels and fringe, you can do all of that in traditional design. Can't do that with minimalism. No shade. Honey, let's throw in some wallpaper. We can do wallpapers in beautiful patterns and motifs throughout the house because we traditional. You want to incorporate some iconic pieces if you can, like the Chesterfield sofa, oversized mirrors, oil paintings, or knockoffs. Last but not least, the palm plant. It has always been very popular in traditional design. Please leave a comment if you think this style is hot or not. I'll be putting out a lot of information this week in my stories. I'll be doing some fun polls and also leaving some information in the community post because we are a community and y'all are my family. Please make sure to leave your questions or comments. And if you want to know about the best 9 things to invest in for your home, well, here you go. Come here. So, come here, baby.